So here we have a 2021 Dodge Durango RT Blacktop. And this one comes in Destroyer Gray. And the interior is going to consist of black leather. And your powertrain is a 5.7 liter naturally aspirated V8 engine, mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission. That Destroyer Gray looks fantastic. So as we get to the front end here, you have your LED daytime running lights along with your LED headlamps and fog lights. And then down here you have your 20-inch black noise aluminum wheels. And you're gonna have passive keyless entry on the front two doors. And there you're gonna have the controls for your power door locks, windows, mirrors, as well as your memory seating. And then this also has the upgraded Harman Kardon sound system. There are your headlamp controls there. You have a power tilt and telescoping steering wheel. And there's your power driver's seat with power lumbar support. And next we're gonna go ahead and check out the second row. See what the leg room's like. So not bad at all. I'm able to sit behind the seat, which is adjusted for someone 6'3" like myself. And I can still move my legs about and I can fit my feet underneath the seat. So plenty of space when you need it. And then you also have a 115 volt 3-prong household plug-in along with dual stage heated seats for the second row captain's chairs. And there's a view of the front from back here. And there are your rear AC controls. And there's the third row. And then you have your vents throughout. And I really like these lights. They're not your typical white LEDs, but they are bright and they're kind of relaxing in a sense. So I really like how they did that. Haven't really seen that before. Well, let's check out the trunk space next. And there's the back, and of course you have your LED tail lights there. And there's the cargo space behind the third row. And if you want even more room, you just, those can fold flat, and then you can just pull them back up by pulling on the strap. And then you can Velcro it into place so it's not flying all over the place. And there's your power passenger seat with your power lumbar support. And it's easier to admire that stitching without that glare. It's just really nice. So let's check out what's under the hood. And it's covered, but that's going to be your 5.7 liter naturally aspirated Hemi V8. Let's hop in the driver's seat. So of course you have a really nice leather wrapped steering wheel, which you can also heat by hitting this over here. And then of course you have your all new infotainment system, which I really like. It's very clear. That's the nav system there. And there's your home page. You have FM, XM, and then you have Bluetooth audio. Of course, you have your Apple CarPlay and Android Auto as well. And then you have your automatic dual zone climate controls, which you can pull up on the screen or down here below. You can go ahead and fold the rear headrest, and then you can launch your performance pages, and then you can kind of time what's going on, check out your coolant, oil, G-force, all of that. So just really nice to have all this on board. And like I said, you have your dual zone automatic climate controls, 3-stage heated and cooled seats. You have your sport mode, which you can toggle, eco mode, and then you can of course do your parking sensors, and then your lane sense, you can toggle that on and off as well. And then you have a wireless charging pad there, pretty good size for just about any phone. And then you have a USB, USB-C port, and then an aux input as well. And as for your shifter, you just press this button on the side, reverse, neutral, drive, and then you can shift manually here, or you can use the paddle shifters on the back of the steering wheel. And then you have a storage tray, along with a center console compartment here, which is a pretty good size. And then here, you have a power sunroof, which is one touch. And you can slide or vent that. And you also have your universal garage door transmitter. And there's a view of the rear seat from up here. And there's your glove compartment with your owner's manual. And over here on the left side of the steering wheel, you can control your gauge cluster functions. Go through all that. You have your Bluetooth controls on the bottom here. And then on the right side of the steering wheel, you have your cruise controls. And then you can toggle your adaptive cruise control and then adjust the gap for that. And there's your push button start. And this one does come with an optional trailer brake controller. And finally, there's your key fob with remote start. So next it's time we take this all new 21 Durango out on the road for a quick test drive. So right off the bat, just a really, really nice exhaust sound. Yeah, this is just really fun to drive. I've driven a 2020 RT Blacktop, and that also was quite a joy in terms of the overall sound I was getting from the vehicle, but this is just so awesome. And admittedly, the fuel mileage really isn't that bad for a 8-cylinder SUV. So The 8-speed really does help keep the revs low and all that, and just make sure that you are maximizing your fuel efficiency while in eco mode. And one of the things that I love about the Durangos is even in eco mode, you still feel like you're driving a V8 SUV. You don't feel like you're limited in any sense. I'm gonna put it in the sport mode now. We're gonna nail it here. Oh yeah, that is a great sound. Oh, that's so nice. So nice. Oh man, that's awesome. Yeah, really great rumble. And when you let off the throttle, it goes back to being a rather quiet SUV. It's still aggressive. It has a really low rumble, but it's not as loud. Oh my goodness. That just sounds so great. I'm gonna put it in the manual mode and see how it shifts. And the shifts are rather quick. Yeah, I really like that. I'm gonna try the adaptive cruise out. So I have the cruise set to, what is it, 74, 75. And as I get closer to the vehicles in front of me, it will start to slow down just a little bit to keep that safe distance. And as I expand the distance that I want, it'll get even slower to keep a further distance between me and the vehicle in front of me. And I haven't touched the gas pedal or the brake, and that's the adaptive cruise control doing all the work for me. So overall, this has been a really good test drive, and that's going to bring me to an end of my review of the 2021 Dodge Durango RT Blacktop.